Hi guys, it's Ollie from Formula Fast here and welcome to the 2017 British Rental Car Championship Drivers Briefing video. I'm going to be going through what's going to keep you safe on circuit, keep us safe as well, and a few updates on some of the new rules for the new championships this year. Now, if you've been to previous BRKC events, please note that there are a few changes to this year, so please do pay full attention to this video. We will be hiding a code in the video somewhere as well. You need to enter that on the website to confirm you have watched this video, downloaded your own copy of the rules and read them fully. So, moving straight on to traffic lights, they're dotted around the entire circuit. They will all change at the same time. When they're on greens, the carts will work at full power. However, if we change the lights to reds or yellows, the carts will lose about 90% of their power until the green lights come back on again. So if you feel the cart slow down, the first thing you do is to check the lights. Do be prepared that if you are stopped under a red light, the race may resume fairly quickly, so be ready to go with your visors down and watching the traffic lights. A red light means stop gently wherever you are on circuit, and a yellow light means walking speed and no overtaking, so we ask for single file whenever the yellow lights are on. Yellows will also be displayed after your one lap qualifying and after the finish of the race. We use a series of flags and they will be shown at race control, or for except the checker flag, which will be shown at the start line. The blue flag is used if there is a car behind you lapping you, otherwise known as you being a back marker. So if you are shown the blue flag, you must let that car behind you pass within one full lap. The blue flag will be shown from race control and they'll point directly at you so you know the flag is for you. The black and white flag is a warning flag and will be shown as a warning to you that we are watching your standards of driving because it needs to improve. If the black flag is shown to you, it means you must complete a pit stop. However, if the scenario arises where we have to pull a driver off circuit, we will use that black flag to bring them into the pit lane where we can safely bring them to one side so they can exit the car safely. The last flag is the bad pass flag, and this is shown as a red flag with a black chevron. If this is shown to you, it means you've just gained an unfair advantage or position via an overtake you've made, and you need to let the driver behind you back past within one lap. Now, please be aware that sometimes race control may have to review the footage and it can take a couple of laps before we show that bad pass flag. Failure to let a driver back through within one lap means you will be shown a black flag and you must complete a pit stop. Qualifying is a one-lap superpole. You'll be sent out of the pit lane for your out lap in a staggered formation, and when you come around to start your flying lap, it is up to you as a driver to make sure you've given yourself enough space to complete your lap without interfering with any other drivers. After everyone's crossed the finish line, we'll then show the checker flag to signify walking speed and no overtaking. The start of your race will be in a single file rolling start. The person at the front of this line will control the speed, however, it will be under yellow light conditions. Once the lights go green, you may start driving at full speed, however, you cannot start racing or overtaking until you've crossed the start line. Please note that brake checking the driver behind will run the risk of being penalised by race control. The pit lane will open for pit stops after the first lap of the race, and you may not pit before that point. It will close roughly 2 minutes towards the end and will show a pit closing board to all drivers at that point. If you haven't pitted when you've been shown the pit closing board, you must complete your pit stop on that lap. If you fail to complete your pit stop by the end of the race, you will receive last place points for that race. The BRKC 2017 will use the same laser assisted pit stop system as the previous year. When coming into the pit lane, please signify the driver behind by raising one hand and staying within the pit lane entry lines. When coming into the pit lane, you must cross the beam of the first laser assisted pit stop system. Once that beam has been broken, a red light will be shown to you. That red light means a countdown has just started, and when the countdown finishes, a green light will be shown. When the green light is shown, you can then move forward into the next laser assisted pit stop system. There will be two in the pit lane. There is no speed limit in the pit lane. Those systems are there to control your speed. You don't have to fully stop your car for the laser assisted pit stop system. You are allowed to keep the car moving at a slow pace so as to keep the beam broken and keep the red light on. However, it does run the risk of overshooting and allowing the beam to reconnect before the allotted time has finished. If the beam is allowed to reconnect before the allotted time has finished, then a yellow light will be shown. If a yellow light has been shown, that is a false stop. For every yellow light you are shown, you must complete an extra pit stop. If you fail both pit stop systems and you get 2 yellow lights, that means 2 more stops. Moving on to your race gear. If you are wearing body, ankle or wrist weights, you must make sure those are securely fitted underneath the race suit. Race suits must be done up with their sleeves down and belts done up or tied up too. With helmets, tinted visors are not recommended, but if you're looking to maintain that racing driver look, please remember that it may be slightly darker for you in the evening. All visors must be closed, however you may leave a small gap to let some air in during the race. If we do spot a driver that hasn't done their helmet up during the race, we'll have to red light the entire session until we rectify the issue. Please remember that you must be weighted to 90 kilograms or more, and the top 3 drivers will be checked at the end of each race, although race control are allowed to spot check drivers at their own discretion. Formula Fast can provide 20 kilograms of kart ballast, however it is up to you as a driver to make sure you're at least 70 kilograms or more with your suit and gear all on and ready to go. Weighted seats are allowed, however please remember that the weight must be securely fitted into the back of the seat and upholstered in a way that means it isn't going to damage our karts. Please visit brkc.co.uk for instructions on how to build your own weighted seat insert. Just remember, if you're found underweight at the start of the race, it does mean you'll be disqualified and receive last place points for that race. Moving on to overtaking and defending. When overtaking your kart, you must make sure that the full width of your kart is alongside theirs before the main turning in point to the corner. If you find yourself alongside somebody, you must both show good sportsmanship and not push either kart into the barrier until one of you can get back in front and take position. Driving a defensive line is allowed, but excessive weaving is not. If you do find yourself stuck on circuit, please do not get out of the kart or try and move the kart yourself. Hands and feet must stay within the confines of the kart, but if you do get stuck, take your hands up off the wheel and take your feet off the pedals, and a member of staff will be there to push the kart back for you. Please remember that before coming to me and complaining your kart is slow, do remember that Formula Fast tests these karts for hours on end before and after each day. An independent driver will be driving the karts, and Formula Fast will adjust the karts to within 0.2 of a second from the top to the very bottom. Please be aware that track temperature, tyre temperature, air temperature, humidity and the amount of fuel left in your kart will all affect lap times as the day goes on. Please remember that the biggest factor affecting lap times is you, the driver. Finally, please remember that this is just touching on the basic rules. The full rules and regulations can be downloaded at brkc.co.uk/rules. You must read all of these as they go into greater detail on the format of the racing, procedures for the kart draws and also the rules on circuit. But just to recap the main points again, your red light is stop gently, yellow light is walking speed, no overtaking. Blue flag means you must let the kart behind you pass within 1 lap, and when completing a pit stop you must complete both pit stops correctly, receive 2 green lights in order to complete the 1 stop during the race. If you're shown a black flag, it means you must complete an extra pit stop. Please remember that Formula Fast ensure these rules to create a fun and fair event. If you have any questions regarding the format or anything I've been through in this video, please leave a comment or write something on the BRKC Facebook group wall.